But we got to talk about this other issue, which I really thought that was disturbing, still in the Philadelphia. Unfortunately, there was a woman that was raped on the L in Upper Darby.
What?
And other people stood around and did nothing.
And watched.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this just happened recently. So, Delaware County arrested a suspect connected to a rape that happened on the Septa L. A 35-year-old was the suspect, is facing rape and several other charges. Police say that the woman reported that she was raped on the inbound L near 69th Street, 11 o'clock Wednesday night. Investigators say that the attack happened while others were standing around on the train and quote-unquote did nothing. Quote, were they watching? I don't know. Again, we're still going through the video, but there was a lot of people. In my opinion, they should have intervened. Somebody should have done something. It speaks to where we are in society. Who would allow something like that to take place? So it's troubling, but again, we're working on that, and we're trying to identify someone that we saw coming on and off the L at that time, says Upper Darby Police Superintendent. So, just in a nutshell, I mean, we know Septa. We've dealt with Septa any amount of times in our lives, and we know it's not the greatest. I mean, it's not like the MTA in New York where they just push you from the subway platform into the train, but this is just as bad. It's on that level. Marsha, I mean, when was the last time you've been on a sub?
I couldn't tell you. It's been decades, but this is very troubling to me. As a human being, if you see anyone in need, you're supposed to help them. And I think every last one of those people on that train should be prosecuted because morally they are, oh my God, that just bothers me. It shakes me to my core. But this is how things are happening. We're not looking out for each other. We're not. This is a city of brotherly love and sisterly affection. What the heck is wrong with people? This is very upsetting.
It's deep. It's deep. I mean, GPS, Cortez, either one of you want to start on this? Because I know you both have children that do, one that does take public transportation or used to, and one that might have to take it in the future.
I'm surprised nobody even tried to call the police at minimum. I mean, you could have just had a plethora of 911 calls coming in from this moving train that they can ping these cell phones to get somebody out there.
Right.
I really feel bad for this woman. I'm really angry at this dude because I think that in 2021, I understand it's a thing of power, but dude, seriously, on the L, on the train, you realize how much energy and thought it takes to rape somebody on a moving train?
This is a stranger, bro. This is not like somebody they knew.
She didn't know this dude, man.
She didn't know this dude at all.
No.
Nah. That what we know of. What we know of.
From what they say, they
they
didn't know each other at all. He just came in and just tried to do attempt to rape on her.
The problem I have with all this, man, it's just because of cameras. People are very relaxed now, man. Like, yeah, I had a fight break out in my school, man. These little motherfuckers are breaking out cameras, shooting cameras of this stuff, man. I think the camera on these phones, cameras in general, had desensitized us. Those people on the train probably thought, oh, the camera's picking all this stuff up. That means somebody else is going to call cops. Therefore, I don't have to intervene. That's what I think the mindset might have been like. This camera's all around.
Right.
You telling me nobody doesn't see this woman getting raped? They're going to send help?
What time of day did this happen?
This was 11 o'clock in the evening. 11 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, 11 o'clock at night.
Wednesday night on the 13th.
This is so troubling. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, GPS. This is like, she didn't know the person. It was just a stranger just came on. This could be a serial rapist.
Probably was, man.
Maybe.
This is just, we are so desensitized. We rely on cameras for safety. And I think that's what some of them thought. Like, oh, the camera's picking it up, so Septa must be getting live feeds of this. So they're going to send
they're not. That's the whole point. They're not. If they are, it's delayed probably. So yeah, this ain't that type of deal. And like you said, Marsha, it's just and Cortez, desensitized. We're now expecting things to happen instead of being the brave one to take a step forward and defend somebody, their life or what have you, you know. And like, I agree with Marsha said. These people that were on the train that night, they got to round them up and charge them also because they were witness and they didn't do anything.
Well, maybe
go ahead, GPS.
Man.
Go ahead.
Here's the problem. in our community,
Mm-hmm.
okay, in the black community, we have this whole thing about snitching. And it has gotten so far out of hand that even when we see some shit that is outwardly wrong, there's nothing to do about it. Whatever good has to come of it has to come from left field. It has to come from up above. God has to rain down whatever justice He's going to rain down on, and the community cannot be involved.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the community used to be involved at some point, you didn't have that.
True.
Or you didn't have as much of it, or wasn't seen as much. But now that we got this snitches get stitches, no snitching, hey. Now you have things like this. Nobody's gonna say anything on a moving fucking train.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. We've rode the L. 69th Street, Millboard,
Yep.
63rd Street.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's three. You go through three processes when you're when you're in a situation where it's a life and death situation. You go through three things.
Mm-hmm.
Either you fight,
Mm-hmm.
either you run or flight, or either you stay frozen. And I'm under the assumption these people on there might went through the frozen mode where they couldn't know what to do. They might have been helpless also, but still, picking up a cell phone in another car is not that hard to do. Somebody at least call. So I mean,
they could have dialed 911 and just let it open, and they would have heard the noise. And guess what? If I'd have been at the front of the train, you could have been at the back of the train. March could have been in the middle of the train. Chris could have been in the middle of the train on the opposite side. And yet, 4 people calling from the same place. Something's going on. They would have sent somebody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's really unfortunate that that would happen. And again, definitely, we're definitely in support of the woman. And horribly, it's a shame that it happened to her or anybody. Because nobody deserves that. I mean, and guy needs to get mental help, or I'm sorry. Fry.
He needs to get shot. Forget help. He needs to get shot.
Mm-hmm.
No, he has done this before, man. It's just now
He'll do it again.
Yeah.
Oh no! His ass is locked up. He ain't getting out on this. I'm under the assumption they got video on this train, so they got him.
Of course.
I think in the past, he has done this and has gotten away with it.
Mm-hmm. Now, just to add, there was a Septa employee that did call 911 who observed what was happening. Now the initial call did come in, and officers did respond immediately. It's just a matter of everybody else in that train was basically mum, and it just really puts another black eye on the city. That it's like we're not here for each other. We always say Philly support Philly, but damn, I mean, come on, this is like a matter of just being a human being.